don't listen to Hamza's diet advice. I like the guy a lot. He's improved my life in many aspects, as he has with many young men. But we can use our minds, we can use our critical thinking and see that sometimes, my bro, he does say some things that are a bit negative. And his diet advice can genuinely be very dangerous, bro. So one of the things he talks about is about plant toxins. The thing is that when you do any bit of research, you realise that plant toxins, a lot of these things, they die off when you cook the food. And I'm not just trying to use these big words either, but there's an idea of bioaccumulation. And that is that plants and things like that, they build up in the things that eat them. So when you have these animals that are eating a bunch of plants, toxic plants, all of those toxins, if there were genuine toxins in the sense that Hamza's talking about, they would build up over time, because as the animal's flesh is made from the plants that they consume, those toxins would build up. And we see this with plastics in fish, for example. These little plastics in the ocean, this tiny fish will eat it and then the bigger fish will come and eat that fish. And this bioaccumulates, it builds up into these fish, and you have more and more of these plastics that are present. So we have to understand that with the plant toxins thing, even if they were a real thing in that sense, they do exist, but a lot of the time they only exist for a certain amount of time. When you do the research, after they've been harvested, they sort of die off after a bit, and especially when they're cooked as well. So that's the first thing. Another thing Hamza talks about, a lot of the times he talks about milk and he talks about how it's estrogenic. He says that the highest tier of diet, the highest tier of diet should just be meat and things like that. But below that is things like cheese and halloumi and other animal products, right? But he also calls out milk a lot of the time. He talks about how it's an estrogenic, and it does have estrogenic properties, not to a massive extent, but to some extent it does. It is like the female hormone of estrogen, right? But what do you think butter and cheese are made of, bro? Obviously it's made of milk, and we should question the judgment of someone who doesn't seem to make that connection, bro. It's a bit funny, to be honest with you. The thing is, if you do have only this carnivore diet, you are asking for many health problems, bro. Heart problems, because yes, there is a bit of debate with cholesterol, but when you have so much of that LDL cholesterol, the bad form of cholesterol, that is going to cause problems for you, man. And it's not just a lie what all of these fat doctors say, right? No, there is genuine scientific evidence and backing to so many of these things, bro. Cutting out vegetables? Seriously, bro? Man, honestly saying we should cut out vegetables, bro. Fruits and vegetables, come on. Just because there are some aspects of propaganda and things that are pushed forward, it doesn't mean that every single aspect of what we've been told is a lie. Of course not, bro. And come on, man. Vegetables, bro. We need vegetables and fruits and these balance of nutrients and things like that. They play into each other. They keep you the most healthy that you've ever have been. They keep you as healthy as you can be. And if you look back at ancestors, it's not as though they were only eating one type of nutrient. No, they had a mix of things going on. And I don't know where Hamza got this idea of civilizations living to 120 years or whatever, because whilst there's some like biblical figures and religious figures who have been renowned to live that long, there's no, like, as far as I'm aware, and as far as the research I've done, there weren't any societies that have been renowned to have lived for that long, so I don't know what man was talking about. But the reason that those ancestors were in much better health in terms of their body fat and in terms of their physical ability, because they had many other health problems as well. They had much more disease, much more infant mortality, little kids dying and things like that. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take down this video for me mentioning that, sorry mate. But they had all of these other problems. But the reason why they didn't have as many of the problems to do with diet and physique was because obviously their food was a lot less processed, they had much less calorie dense food, but they also were a lot more physically active. Of course they were, bro. So that meant that they were in much better physical shape. Now normally my videos would be uncut, unfiltered, only one take, but the thing is I wasn't planning on making this video at all. But when I saw that come up, when I was planning my other videos, because I'm just about to start some daily uploads, but when I was starting to plan those videos, start to get them ready to record, I saw that come up, maybe I was a bit distracted, but I saw it come up, the notification of Hamza's video on the carnivore diet, and I just knew, man, someone had to respond to this stuff. So I saw that notification and I knew that I had to make a response. Something that he says, as well as the problems that we talked about. And, oh, sorry, another problem is about scurvy, bro. You know those pirates that would go seafaring on their boats, they'd go away from land? They wouldn't really have many plants with them. And what that would cause was scurvy. They'd have a lack of vitamin C because meat and animal products, they don't have vitamin C. And the ones that do, it's in a very small amount. It's not enough, man. So when you have that lack of vitamin C, that's going to cause a lot of problems for you as well. And Hamza, he makes this point in the video that if you've not tried the diet, then you can't talk about it. Your opinion doesn't matter. But the thing is, you don't need to necessarily try something to understand that it's a problem. I've not tried the fruitarian diet where you just have fruits, but I know that's problematic. So you can understand that. And if you've watched this far into the video, the other guys, they've clicked off. It's just me and you now, bro. And the thing is that whilst you can have animal products and things like that when it comes to health, the most healthy diet would probably be, if we're just looking at the health aspect, it would probably be mostly plant-based with some animal products. But the thing is, there's so much more than just health. And I'm not just trying to be preachy or put my beliefs onto you, because whatever you do in terms of your dietary choices, you are also having your beliefs active in the world. Whenever you do something, whenever you have those actions, those are all produced from beliefs within you. So it's all about considering which beliefs serve you. And I'm not just trying to push something onto you here, right? But the thing is that when you look at things beyond just the health aspect, in terms of personal health, but you look wider, public health, antibiotic resistance, the risk of pandemics, when you use that long-term thinking and look outside yourself, think about the environment, think about the world, and when you think about morality, when you think about people being able to suffer, but not just people, but animals as well, because they have that consciousness, and you can understand that taste pleasure, that little bit of convenience, that instant gratification, it's not really worth it for all of these things that are caused. So I want you to make up your own mind, of course, but veganism could be a path to consider. And the thing is, with these kinds of videos, the things that Hamza made, the point that he made, was about all of the benefits that he was facing, but anyone can anecdotally talk about that. And if I just want to give you my perspective, all of the benefits that he took from a well-planned vegan diet, which isn't as hard to do as you think, because any diet should be well-planned, and if you want help with that, then I can help you as well. But planning that well, I've had all of the benefits that he talks about in that video. All of the benefits. So don't just rely on anecdotal evidence, make up your own mind, use those considerations, do your research, don't just blindly follow me or Hamza or anyone, because we know that you're a smart person, you can make those judgments yourself. And Hamza's diet advice, being so narrow and promoting these dangerous things, it's not worth it, man, and it can be a serious risk. So I hope this video has been of value to you. If you want to talk to me about any of these things or anything else to do with having a fulfilling life, there's absolutely free one-on-one coaching in the description. And remember, bro, keep improving.